Hello and welcome to my Strong, Healthy, Happy podcast. My name is Debra. I am your host and I am so excited to finally be here. I've been thinking about doing this podcast for a very long time. I've been procrastinating, I've been putting it off. And if I'm honest with you, I've been extremely nervous to get in front of the microphone, to get in front of the camera and start this podcast. But here I am. And the goal of my podcast is to help women, to empower women, to take control of their health, and to cut through a lot of the misinformation that you find out there, whether it be through the media, whether it be through online, whether it be through influencers. I want to help you be the best version of yourself in the most easiest and simplistic way, and cutting through all that misinformation out there. It is a very, very confusing industry. And the purpose of today's episode is really just to give an introduction to who I am and what I do and why I do what I do. So, as I said, my name is Debra. I'm 53 years old. I have three grown up adult children. They're no longer really children, but I always look at my children as my children. I'm also going through menopause, and I have very similar struggles to everybody else. I've been in the health and fitness industry since I was 19 years old, which is a very long time. And when I entered the fitness industry, it looked nothing like it does today. I was actually working in a bank when I left school at 16, because you could leave school at 16 in those days. And I said to my mum, I would worked in the bank for a couple of years, and I said to my mum, I'm going to leave my prospering career in the bank, and I'm going to start working at the local leisure centre where I had been going and had met lots of people. And that was my very first introduction to the gym. As you can imagine, my mum was absolutely shocked and wouldn't hear of me leaving my job. And we made a bargain and met in the middle that I would take a 2-week holiday from the bank and I would trial working in the leisure centre. And if I enjoyed it, then I would put my notice period in at the bank. Lo and behold, all these years later, I did leave the bank, and I have worked in various aspects of the health and fitness industry. I've worked as an aerobics instructor, a gym instructor. I've managed health clubs, both in London and surrounding areas. I've managed my own businesses more recently. I have an online coaching business, which I've been doing for the last few years. And I also have an in-person running club, which is a women's running club, which I have been leading and I have been managing for 14 years. So I have extensive experience in the health and fitness industry. I've been here for all the trends, all the changes, all the new, what's the word? All the new fads and all the different fashions that are going through, whether it be with diet, whether it be with exercise. And if there's anything I've learned, it's always to stick to the basics and to not make what doesn't need to be complicated. Taking care of your health and fitness can be a really enjoyable and easy, simple thing to do if you don't get too complicated or caught up in the fashions and fads. I've worked with women of all ages, all experiences, all backgrounds, all life experiences, all abilities. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that women share a common goal of just wanting to feel good, wanting to feel comfortable within their bodies and feel their best selves, and live their life feeling happy. And I'm a big believer that when you feel good, everything else slots into place. And the reason why I do what I do is because I love empowering women. And I love it when women have this like they prove to themselves that they can do much more than they ever realized. And often when I start working with somebody, whether that be through my running club or my online coaching, is there's such a huge limiting self-belief, lack of self-confidence, and lack of confidence in their ability that they can actually make a difference to how they feel. And I love seeing the changes slowly take place within the women that I work with and see them grow and develop and increase their confidence and gain more self belief and start to achieve the goals that they never thought possible. It gives me a huge amount of fulfillment and pleasure to see women thrive in all areas of their life, not just in health and fitness. And it is this that keeps me passionate and working in the health and fitness industry. I wouldn't work in any other industry. This is where my heart is and where my passion lies. And what I'm going to be doing through these podcasts is talking about common struggles, uh, anything to do with health and fitness, nutrition, and anything that will support women in feeling their best self, with the goal of feeling stronger, healthier, and happier. And this is what you can expect from my podcast going forward. What I'd love you to do is click the subscribe button and listen in. I'm going to be releasing weekly podcasts, and I would love it if you joined me and learn more from me and my podcasts. And of course, if you're interested in online coaching, please get in touch. All my contact details are in the show notes. I would love to hear from you. Slide into my DMs. And I just want to wish you a really lovely day. And I look forward to catching up with you soon.